Hi, everybody. I'm James Cebulski for EA Sports. The challenge was thrown down, and they certainly accepted. Let's see who the better squad is. The moment of truth has arrived. It's time to drop the puck. And there's the puck drop. Enough talk. It's time to find out what this is all about. Handles the puck. Tremendous hit on the play, and that opens up some space.
Some players get into the game by physically engaging early. There's a fine line there, but that was executed perfectly. With that hit right there, it tells me that you're attacking right away in the game. You're physically engaging. You want to dictate the tempo. But most importantly, you're willing to do what it takes. Separate body from puck. Find ways to gain possession.
And they'll start with possession. Denies them on the play. Fredericton's got it from behind the net. Receives the pass. Shot! Oh, great save there!
As a shooter, you want to get the goaltender moving laterally, so that is executed. Check. Unfortunately, the goaltender anticipated that and moved across, pushed across to be able to make the save. That's just a fantastic one.
We're still in the early stages of this period. Still no score in this one. Nice job tying up his opponent. Passes it over. Shot. Stones him with the blocker. The Snipers have it now. Slides the puck ahead to Strombolopoulos. Sends the pass down low. Huge steal in his own end. They've got numbers. Scores! Quick blast. No chance. The Gladiators get on the board here first. I'm not surprised, Cheryl. This team has been buzzing already.
Oh, they've been buzzing, but most importantly, James, they've been dialed in. You can see it in their intensity right from the puck drop and their first few strides all over the ice. They've been incredible to start this game.
The Snipers cross the line and gain the zone. Shot! Big-time block on the play.
Well, he's doing what it takes, James. And listen, coach is going to love that one. I expect to see him out here again.
Into the offensive zone down the right wing. The Snipers look to start the transition game. Oh, he caught him in the open ice. Slides it across. Oh, they telegraphed the pass, and he picks it off. The Gladiators move the puck in the defensive zone. Sends it across. Slides the puck to Strombolopoulos. That's broken up in the neutral zone. Fredericton's on the attack. Oh, there's a collision that knocked him off course.
He wasn't expecting that one, James. He had his head down, unable to brace himself, and his stick goes flying. Now he's got to go collect it.
Philadelphia's looking to break out. Pass out front, and that shot's blocked. And a great save.
Well, players should never be left alone in the slot, but man, is the goaltender to task here. Gets out in front of it and makes the save.
Denies him, he got all of it. There's a solid collision. Puts him hard into the wall. And they go back on the attack in the offensive zone. Oh, that's a good hit. Philadelphia's on the attack. Rocks him. Oh, what a stop on the play. Gets all of it with the paddle. Philadelphia's got control of it now from their own end. And he takes the pass. Loses the coverage there. And he's tripped up on the play. Referee's hand goes up here.
Well, it's kind of hard to protect a one-goal lead when you're sitting in the box and your team's shorthanded, James. The PK unit's going to have to find a way to stave off the power play here and get the job done.
Puck moved back to the neutral zone. Moves it around along the half wall. Takes the feed at the back end. Nice poke check. Lays the body into that play. Philadelphia's got the puck. Right through center and into the offensive zone. Feeds it over. Takes it in front. Nice save from point-blank range.
That's a great save, but the goaltender had to get out to the top of his crease, take away all the ice, and make himself as big as possible.
Takes the feed at center and moves forward. The Snipers can't convert on the power play. Both sides are back to even strength.
Specialty teams are critical, especially when you're down by a goal and you have an opportunity to get the equalizer, and they just weren't able to generate anything on that one. And that's a tough one to take as they remain down by a goal at even strength.
Here they come on the attack down the left side. Fires it on net, and it doesn't reach the net because it goes off a stick. Philadelphia's got a hold of the puck. Here they are on the attack. Oh, and he stopped that rocket. Fredericton's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Moves it around along the half wall. Stopped with ease. And with that, the first period is in the books. Both teams with a chance and a refresh will get a clean sheet of ice and come back with period number 2. The middle stanza is about to go. The official's ready to drop the puck. Clean sheet of ice, and here we go with period number 2. Let's get the talented Cheryl Pounder back into this one. What do you make of the first 20 minutes of action?
The Snipers, their whole teams recognize that you have to capitalize when you have the opportunity, in particular on specialty teams. It's why you work on them so often in practice. They got to get someone in front of the net and drive it.
Shot attempt completely fails on that. Delayed penalty coming up here by the official. Cuts to the paint. Oh, and a 10-bell save right there. Bring it up.
I thought it was in, James. I mean, I was ready for the goal call there, but that is desperation. He finds a way to track and get to that puck. Don't know how, but he kept it out.
Philadelphia's won the face-off deep in their own end. They'll want to clear the zone here while they're trying to kill off this penalty. Oh, and he makes the save, just not enough to keep it out. And he slides it quickly to Ash. And they cough it up in the neutral zone. Trying to get it out. And the puck clears the zone.
That's why you want players with active sticks on your PK, James. They can close.
Loose. A short-handed breakaway. Shot. The Gladiators scoop it up along the boards. Handles the pass. Drives to the crease. The Snipers can kill off a few extra seconds now. And the puck clears the zone. Ash is moving the puck through his own zone. The Gladiators run out of time on the man advantage. Both sides back to even strength.
Well, this power play unit was stagnant, James. They didn't create any offense. They didn't get any pucks to the net, and there were really no chances.
They gain the offensive zone from the middle. There's the whistle. Offside is the call.
Well, that's how you get a puck, James. I mean, you recognize the timing it takes to meet your opponent right at the right time. And I mean, that's just an explosive hit. Gets the job done.
Philadelphia's got possession of the puck after that neutral zone face-off. Fredericton's grabbed a hold of the puck. The Snipers gain possession along the wall. Moves the puck. And he can't hang on after that hit. Oh, and he gets a little nasty with that collision.
And that collision is going to create puck.
Scores! And they strike pay dirt once again.
Yeah, they do. And their opponents down on their heels are deflated. They got to find a way to continue with the pressure, be relentless, and try and get another one.
Fredericton's now up by 2 here in the second.
They've really pushed the pace this entire game, James. It's going to be a question as to whether they can really close it out. And their first few strides have been urgent. That tells me they've been prepared right from puck drop.
Quick pass to Stroumboulopoulos. Puck battle along the boards. Philadelphia's got a hold of it along the wall. Fredericton's going on the attack as they gain the zone. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. The Gladiators played along the wing. Oh, those boards rattled after that hit. Wow!
And he's rattling as well, James. I mean, we knew that hit was coming, and then all of a sudden, boom, and he's down for the count.
Dishes it off. Oh, wow, what a save.
An unbelievable save there, James. I mean, a combination of technical skill and athleticism equals desperation. Outstanding. The goaltender, they have to have talent, they have to have mobility, they have to be able to track the puck, but they have to have a willingness to find it and fight for any second shot, and that's exactly what happens here. Out-battling, out-willing, and you make the save.
Oh, and he paddled that deflection away. Feeds it to Stroumboulopoulos, and that one's picked off. We got a penalty coming up here, and not much on that one. There's the whistle, and here's the call. Stroumboulopoulos caught red-handed by the officials here.
I love when play is physical and aggressive, but when you cross the line and there's too much, you're going to get the boarding call.
Passes it over. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. The Gladiators gain control of the puck. Sidesteps the check. Big-time stop.
This is a really nice save, James. I mean, the shooter's in the middle of the ice. He's in the slot area, and he's got to get to the top of the crease, square to the puck, to be able to make that save. Great job.
They get it out of the defensive end. Grabs the puck and moves on out here with this man advantage. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Philadelphia's got it in their own zone.
Stroumboulopoulos' penalty has almost expired.
And they get the puck out. The Gladiators' man advantage is over.
You can have all the ozone possession time on a power play in the world and you don't convert. Why? Because that's where you have it, on the outside. You have to find ways to create seams, diagonal lines to the net, be able to shoot off the pass and get scoring opportunities.
Fredericton's got the puck against the half wall. My word, they've really got them hemmed in here in their own zone. Along the boards. Oh, there's a hit on the play. Thunderous collision on the play.
Well, and you gotta love the sacrifice of this play here, James. This is how you go from defense to offense. You have to separate the body from puck. He does it perfectly.
And look who's at it again. Another hit. He's just racking them up tonight.
Well, he really is using every ounce of his body to just crush players all over the ice, sending that message he wants to win.
Offside the call. We'll get a reset.
I'll tell you what, James, that ain't incidental contact. That was intentional, certainly trying to really drive that body and separate the player from puck.
Fredericton's generated a lot of quality scoring chances, which is why they lead here late in the second. Puck is dropped, and we are back underway. Intercepts it in the neutral zone.
Fredericton's been working hard all night.
Scores! And they make the most of the time remaining.
Well, it's a buzzer beater there, James, and they are now buzzing heading into the intermission. You know that's carried momentum. They'll have to find a way to start the next period the same way they ended the last one.
The Gladiators are on cruise control here late in the second. Simply look at the scoreboard, the shot count. It is all one-sided. Oh, he needed to make that save with time winding down. And there's the horn bringing the second period to an end. All right, they say 3 is the magic number. Period number 3 is coming up next. Welcome back, everyone. Both teams lined up at center ice, and we are ready to get this third period underway. It has certainly been a one-sided affair tonight, and we are underway in the third. Well, Pounder, we've played more than 40 minutes now in this one. How do you view things?
The Gladiators have a comfortable lead here in the third period, James. They do not have to change a thing. Don't alter the game plan. Just close it out.
Takes control of the puck. Moved up ahead after a nice pass from the right wing. Quick feed down low. What a steal in his own end. And that's just out of reach. And a strong physical collision on the play there. Stroumboulopoulos delivers a hit in the numbers, and boarding is the call as a result.
Well, it's been a lackluster performance tonight, and it just continues here. The emotional barometer is certainly off. They're trailing in this game by a large margin, and now they're dancing to the penalty box. It's a tough game all the way around.
Great use of the twig as he pokes that one away. And he takes the dish. The Gladiators will play it against the boards. Philadelphia's got the puck in the defensive end. And they get the puck out of the danger zone. From their own end, trying to kickstart this power play.
This power play has been lackluster, James. They haven't even registered a shot. You have to find a way to get in, create some motion. They're making really easy on the PK.
And we'll get a breather here with offside the call.
Well, he's been chomping at the bit all game long. Just look at his highlight pack. Multiple scoring chances here. Finally edges it out and finds the back of the net. But you got to look at him and say, listen, he didn't get frustrated. His coaches, his teammates are certainly going to applaud him for his efforts in this one. He's had a solid game and finally gets rewarded. Stroumboulopoulos is up and ready to go.
Point shot!
Some would say it's not a big deal as they have a comfortable league and they don't execute on the power play. I would say different though, James. Habits are everything. It's about moving forward and pushing and getting uncomfortable. This group certainly just looks comfortable.
With possession along the wall. And he slides it quickly to Ash. Fredericton's playing it from the side. Oh, what a hit! Those are the ones you feel in the morning. From one point man to another. Hammers it on net. Stones him on the play. Oh, making his presence felt with the hit. And he's pulled over to the ice and loses the puck. They've got some momentum here. Fires it. And a great save. Philadelphia's moving it up the ice. Takes a shot, scores! And they finally break on through offensively.
Oh, and that's got to feel good, and they're hoping that the floodgates will now open because you know that they've had a real effective game. They've been hard on the puck. It just hasn't gone in for them, James, but they haven't gotten frustrated. They've stuck with the game plan, and here they are.
Ash has won the draw at center. Jabs the puck away. Taken along the wall by Ash. Shot! Denies him in front.
There's always certain players that know when something needs to happen in a game. Listen, they're trailing in this one, and you have to be aware of how you can ignite your team. Well, that is a huge hit, and you can see just in the response that it elicits from the bench.
Gets a hold of the puck here at his own end.
Stroumboulopoulos is not a popular player in this building right now after injuring their player, and the crowd is going to let him know it every time he touches the puck.
Strong use of the body. Slides it across. Just enough to keep it out there.
As the goaltenders
scoops up the puck, and he's in on a breakaway. Takes a shot. Breakaway save.
I like the idea around this, Steve. The goaltender come out and challenge those at the top of the paint, but he was quick, anticipated to make the save.
And he takes the feed. Rocked him in the open ice. Just a little too much contact and couldn't hang on to the puck. Bent! Oh, tough break for the shooter as it goes off the inside post and stays out.
The Snipers, they're trying to shrink their deficit in this game. They're playing aggressive in the offensive zone, and they just wire one off the post as they try and claw their way back in.
And now it's grabbed by Ash. referee's hand goes up in the air. We got a delayed penalty coming up here. Jordan's going off for interference.
When your opponent doesn't have the puck, you can't interfere with their forward progress too much. You can cheat a little bit, James, but that's over the top.
Ash has got it. Now they'll look to see what they can do with it offensively. Answers the call with a big save. Philadelphia's moving it into the offensive end. Let's move to the middle. What a chance, but they can't connect. Passes it over to Ash. Cuts into the paint. Goaltender gave him nothing as it goes off the side of the net. Takes the feed. And they get that puck down the ice. Tries to get this man advantage going from their own end now. Philadelphia's got possession at center. Here's a chance. Can't pull the trigger. Fredericton's got it in their own zone. And now he moves it quickly to Ash. He's got a step. Oh, what a save! This game has everything tonight.
Well, it's been unbelievable, in particular down the stretch, and keeping the game close here with it on your stick. You have to find a way to execute.
Fredericton's got the puck in their own end. Takes it from the right side. Puts it on net. Oh, misses the net. You know he'll want that one back, Cheryl.
Well, he certainly will, James. That puck is following him around, and you can see he saw the opening, but wasn't able to put it on net.
Here's a chance. Oh, he put it just wide as it hits the outside of the post.
Fredericton's players can't get too frustrated here with the multiple hit post, James. They're in the lead. They've been effective in the offensive zone, and they're continually generating some shots.
We got a stoppage. Let's get the call. Strombolopoulos may not like it, but a pretty cut-and-dry call for the officials for interference.
That penalty's going to seal the deal here, James, late in the third. There's no runway left to get back on the board.
And he comes up with it. Oh, a little cat burglar-like play with the stick. Nicely done. There it is. Final horn sounds. We are all over here with this one. Well, a fun seesaw fair on the ice here in this ITHL challenge, but look at those smiles on the bench tonight, Cheryl.
Yeah, a lot of fun out there. And there's more pressure in these games, James. You want to win the challenge. You want to find a way to have the bragging rights. And I thought they executed. They were urgent, and they were ready right from puck drop.